The pride of the High Plains, the Balko Bison, are on the air. Balko Bison basketball coming to you live from Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, Oklahoma for today's matchup between the Balko Lady Bison and the Laverne Lady Tigers. When we come back, we're going to have today's pregame show, the keys to victory for the Balko Lady Bison, and the tip-off for tonight's matchup between Balko and Laverne, live from Laverne, Oklahoma. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. Welcome back to Laverne, Oklahoma, here in Shackelford Hall at Laverne High School for today's matchup between the Balko Lady Bison and the Laverne Lady Tigers. Balko coming into today's game with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses on the season. Laverne coming in with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Balko falling in the championship game of the Beaver River Invitational Tournament last week to Turpin. Laverne coming off a rather stinging loss to number 2 ranked Sealing in Class A. So both teams coming off of fairly substantial losses, and they're going to want to recover in a big way. Balko Lady Bison coming in, you know what you get when you get them. They don't have very many players. They're not going to sub very much. And what's going to happen is they're going to come out, they're going to play 3 and D. That's the way that the Lady Bison play. Laverne is going to press the entire game. They're going to try and kill you on the defensive end, and then they're capable of turning around and shooting the deep ball on the other side. They're going to make you pay for every mistake that you do. And so it's going to be a good matchup, I think, between these two teams, between Balko and Laverne. Laverne, of course, an opponent that the Bison are very familiar with. Just 3 short weeks ago, Balko 4-game combined football team played Laverne in the state championship football game. And so this is a team in a school that they know well. The players know each other, have respect for each other. This is going to be one of those games. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's not going to be one of those where there's going to be a lot of animosity between the two teams. I just think it's going to be a lot of healthy mutual respect, and both teams are going to give each other their A games. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, really. Really quickly, the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Laverne Lady Tigers, the junior number 5, Whitley Cash, junior number 11, Caitlin Long, a senior number 15, Maria Sosa, a junior number 20, Macy Bentley, and a senior number 25, Nania Chavaria. And for the Balko Lady Bison, they're going to have junior number 5, Sawyer Stockton, senior number 11, Carolyn Olvera, sophomore number 15, Emily Trenham, junior number 23, Caitlin Gonzalez, and sophomore number 24, Aspen Freeman. Laverne is a substantially larger school than Balko is. They have a lot more players. The school's a lot bigger. And so there's going to be, as far as like attrition on that way, that may come into play kind of later in the game, as Laverne has the bodies to sub into the game that Balko just does not have. But Balko's conditioned for this, and they know exactly how to play in these kind of games. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the keys to victory. As I visited with Coach Johnson earlier today, we're going to have the national anthem and the starting lineups. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, Oklahoma for this matchup between the Balko Lady Bison and the Laverne Lady Tigers. Just had a nice visit with the Laverne play-by-play personnel. They were kind of giving me the lowdown for the Lady Tigers. They said to really watch out for junior Whitley Cash and junior Caitlin Long, that they're really going to be kind of the heartbeats of this team for the Lady Tigers. They're going to be, again, a lot of players. It's going to be entertaining to watch. Their may or may not, we're not really sure. There may be a mix-up on, a little bit of a mix-up on the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers as we prepare to start this game. I'm not sure if we're going to have the national anthem or not. It looks like we're about to do the starting lineups. So if they do that, then I'm guessing the national anthem will happen between, or before the gentlemen's game then. But the teams are taking the court, so I'm assuming we'll have the national anthem now. So we'll go ahead and take another quick break. When we come back, we'll rehash the starting lineups, and then we'll have the start of this matchup between the Balko Lady Bison and the Laverne Lady Tigers, live from Shackelford Hall in Laverne, Oklahoma. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Very nice rendition of the national anthem done by a freshman here at Laverne High School. Terrific, and I know how hard it is to do that, singing solo unaccompanied. And now we're going to go ahead and have, once again, the starting lineups for the two teams. First, for the visiting Balko Lady Bison, who are in their road maroon jerseys with the white script, Balko across the chest, white block lettering, and white trim. Junior number 5, Sawyer Stockton. Senior number 11, Carolyn Olvera. Sophomore number 15, Emily Trenum. Junior number 23, Caitlin Gonzalez. And a sophomore number 24, Aspen Freeman. Lady Bison are coached by Brittany Johnson. And now for the Laverne Lady Tigers, coached by Brett Trippett. Again, coming into tonight's game with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Number 5, Whitley Cash. Number 11, Caitlin Long. And number 15, Maria Sosa. Number 20, Macy Bentley, and number 25, Nania Chavaria. Laverne in their home white jerseys with gold lettering and purple trim. Balko will be moving from right to left across your screen. Laverne from left to right. Sawyer Stockton heading to the circle to take the jump for the Lady Bison. Officials are on the court awaiting the Lady Tigers, and we're about to get ready, or about to get underway here at Shackelford Hall here in Laverne. Very pleasant good evening to you all wherever you may be. My name is David Vaughn. I'll be your host for the next couple hours from Laverne, Oklahoma. Lady Tigers getting final instructions. Carolyn Olvera visiting with the official on the far side. Sparse but lively crowd here in Laverne today, and we're about to be underway. Into the circle for the Lady Tigers is Nania Chavaria, and for the Lady Bison, Sawyer Stockton. Officials in the circle, balls in the air. We're underway. Tip is controlled by the Lady Tigers, and they'll bring it across the timeline. Into the front court is Caitlin Long being guarded by Olvera, utilizing the screen. Thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Reverses course now to the wing on the near side. Three-pointer from Whitley Cash. Misses everything. Offensive rebound is blocked out of bounds by Aspen Freeman. It will remain with Laverne. 11 seconds into this ball game, still scoreless. Nice defensive rotation for the Lady Bison on this opening possession, as Laverne will inbound on their baseline. Long outlet goes to Sosa. Sosa driving in, 10-foot jumper off the glass, no good, out of bounds, and it will be Balko basketball. 7:44 to go here in the first quarter, still no score. Full court press being employed by the Lady Tigers as we anticipated. Trenham inbounds to Olvera, who has it on the far sideline, racing across the timeline, now passes over to Stockton. Stockton now passing over to Freeman. Freeman over to Stockton now on the near side, being guarded by Sosa. Reverses course, passes over to Trenham. Trenham thought about the jumper, opted not to take it, and she traveled. Faked the shot and ended up dragging the pivot foot in the meantime. So turnover on the first possession for the Lady Bison. It will be Laverne basketball 30 seconds into this ball game. Bring the ball across the timeline diagonally on the far side is Caitlin Long. Passing off to Sosa now around the horn on the near side. Driving in is Whitley Cash, passing out now, thought about the three-pointer, opted not to take it. Passing back out now to Macy Bentley, who holds the ball high above her head, passing into the paint. Nice cut there by Sosa. Good give and go. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Gonzalez, and Balko's going to come back the other way. Loses control on the near sideline. Double teamed. Timeout called by Coach Johnson. A little sloppy by the Lady Bison here in the first minute or so. No harm, no foul. A 30-second timeout. We're going to leave it right here. 1 minute into this ball game. Balko's defense is good. Laverne's offense is just a little bit better so far. They haven't been able to convert so far. This is a nice live hot gym, and I love gyms like this where even though the crowd's a little small, it really echoes in here, and it really kind of gives it a bigger game atmosphere, and I'm a big fan of gyms like this. First horn sounds. Balko's back on the floor awaiting the Lady Tigers. Emily Trenham to do the inbounding honors on the near side in front of the Lady Bison bench. Once again, full court press being employed by the Lady Tigers. Trenham getting instructions from Coach Johnson. And the timeout clock keeps resetting. This 30-second timeout has turned into 2 minutes. We're now ready to get back underway. Trenham looking to inbound, does so to Olvera. Olvera double teamed in the backcourt. Bounce pass on the near side to Freeman. Freeman has the ball, double teamed. Trying to break the press, does so on the far side. Driving all the way in now, has the ball on the wing on the far side. Bounce pass to Stockton. Stockton's free throw line extended now down to Olvera, over to Freeman. Freeman for three. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Olvera. And they're going to circle back out. Lady Bison are going to reset the offense. 6:38 to go here in the quarter. Passing over to Trenham, back to Olvera. Olvera calls the play in the center circle. Passing over to Freeman on the near side. They're going to leave her alone. She's not going to take the shot. Back to Gonzalez now, over to Olvera on the far side. Cross-court pass to Trenham on the near side. Driving in, dishes out to Stockton. Stockton wide open for three. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound by the Lady Tigers. Coming back the other way now is Laverne. Bringing it across the timeline. Bounce pass over onto the near side. She loses it out of bounds. Does Caitlin Long. So a turnover for the Lady Tigers. It will be Balko basketball. Trenham inbounding again on the near sideline. 6:09 to go here in the first quarter. Still scoreless from Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, Oklahoma. Long outlet goes to Olvera. Olvera is met there. Pressured. She loses control of the ball, and it's stolen. Coming back the other way now is Cash. Cash 14-foot jumper off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Trenham. Trenham looking to get rid of it. She can't. She's met there with some force. Tie ball. Possession arrow favors Balko. It will be Lady Bison basketball. 5:56 to go here in the first quarter. Emily Trenham inbounding on the baseline. Once again, full court press being employed by the Lady Tigers. Trenham inbounding to Olvera. Olvera throws it away. It's deflected out of bounds off of Aspen Freeman, and it will be Laverne basketball. Back-to-back turnovers for the Lady Bison. Laverne to inbound in front of the Lady Bison bench. Inbound goes to Whitley Cash, who passes it back now to Long. Long three-pointer is good. First points of the game for either team belong to Caitlin Long of the Lady Tigers, and it's 3-0. And we have a foul in the backcourt on Caitlin Long. That'll be her first personal foul, first team foul. Into the game for the Lady Bison will be Maylee Wirtz replacing Emily Trenham. Wirtz to inbound in front of the Balko bench. Outlet goes to Olvera, who walks it across the timeline. Cross-court pass to Wirtz on the near side. Driving in, dishes out to Freeman. Freeman at the foul line, passes back over now into the wing. 15-foot jumper is off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by the Lady Tigers. Laverne wanting to run, coming back the other way. Long outlet is good to Brown. Brown passes back. Three-pointer for Long for Cash is good. Back-to-back three-pointers for Laverne, and it's 6-0 favor the Lady Tigers. 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. Looking to inbound is Wirtz. Wirtz does so to Olvera. Bounce pass back to Wirtz. Wirtz has the ball in the backcourt. Double team passes up to Olvera. Olvera over to Stockton. Stockton with the ball, and she travels with it. Sloppy play here in the first couple minutes by the Lady Bison. Another turnover. We're going to have several substitutions for Laverne coming into the game. Taya Leone. Among others. Let's see. Mia Ovalle is into the game now. And Presley Brown is in for the Lady Tigers. Spin move. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound is high off the glass and good by Mia Ovalle. An 8-0 run by the Lady Tigers to start the game. And it's 8-0 favor Laverne. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Bounce pass to Wirtz. Wirtz had the ball, lost control of it, picks it back up. Cross-court pass to Stockton on the far side. Down to Freeman on the block. Has it knocked away and stolen. Coming back the other way are the Lady Tigers. Caitlin Long bringing it into the front court. Hesitation dribble, driving in now. Passes back over now to the wing on the far side. Now back down to the block again. Long backing Freeman down. Shots in and out, no good. Rebounded by Freeman. Tie ball loose. Possession arrow favors Laverne, and it will be Lady Tiger basketball. Laverne just out hustling the Lady Bison in the early going of this one. Laverne to inbound underneath the Bison basket. Outlet goes to Caitlin Long on the far side. 15-foot jumper is off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose. We have a foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on Maria Sosa. That'll be her first personal foul. Second team foul. It will be Balko basketball inbounding on the baseline. 4:05 to go here in the first quarter. Wirtz looking to inbound and does so to Olvera on the near side. Spin move, splitting a double team. Passes out to Stockton. Stockton driving in now. Shot is off the glass, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. We have a foul. I think it's going to be on Aspen Freeman. Yeah, foul's going to be on Aspen Freeman. That'll be her first personal foul, first team foul, and it will be Laverne basketball. Into the game for the Lady Tigers. Nani Echeverria back into the game for Laverne, as well as Whitley Cash. Past the halfway point here in the first quarter, 8-0 your score, favor the Lady Tigers. Bounce pass to Cash, three-pointers off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Offensive rebound, and Laverne's going to pick it back up and reset the offense. Driving in now is Tia Leone. Bounce pass down to the block. Turnaround jumper in the paint is no good. Rebound loose. Offensive rebound again. Driving in now. Bounce pass on the near side. Ovalle with the ball. Passes back now between the circles. Leone has it. Now down to the block. 8-foot jumper is good by Echeverria. And 10 straight points for Laverne to start the game. Stockton with the ball in the backcourt. Behind the back dribble. Crossing the timeline, passing over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman driving in through a double team off the glass, no good, but she is fouled on the shot. So Aspen Freeman will be at the line to shoot two for the Lady Bison. Foul's going to be on Maria Ovalle. That'll be her first personal foul. Third team foul, and Aspen Freeman will be at the line to shoot two for Balko. Freeman usually a reliable shooter. First free throw is on the way. Off the front iron, no good. Lady Bison still looking for their first point of the game. As Caden Sager checks in for the Lady Bison. Second free throw again off the front iron, no good. And Balko still has not scored. Driving in now on Stockton, pass it back out. Thought about the three-pointer, opted not to take a pass, is deflected. Now down to the block, wide open shot is blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Freeman, and that'll be Freeman's second personal foul. And that's something that Balko could not afford with a cold start offensively, is now foul trouble, as Aspen Freeman has her second personal foul. And at the line for the Lady Tigers is Mia Ovalle. First free throw is up and no good. Ovalle waiting for her second free throw. It is on the way and good. So 3 points for Ovalle as she goes 1 for 2 from the line, and it's 11-0 favor Laverne. Under 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Inbound goes to Aspen Freeman in the coffin corner of the near side. Bringing it all the way across the timeline, being handed the entire way over to Caden Sager. Sager now down to Stockton, being guarded very closely by Ovalle. Now to Olvera between the circles, driving in, passes out to Sager. Over to Stockton, Stockton for three. Bang! Stockton with the three-point basket is good. And we have an injury on the floor. Mia Ovalle comes limping off. You gotta hope she's gonna be okay. She looks okay. She's coming off under her own power. So that's good to see. Balko's first basket, and boy did they need it with 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. 11-3 your score favored the Lady Tigers. Into the front court now on the far side. Parsley Brown has the ball, fakes the pass, dribbles, passes over. Now three-pointer on the far side is good by Caitlin Long. That's 6 points for Long, and the lead back up to double digits for Laverne. Sager looking to inbound, passes deflected out of bounds off of Laverne. It will be Balko basketball. Sager to inbound on the far sideline, 2:14 to go in the quarter. Laverne has employed a full court press this entire quarter so far, and it's been effective, so I don't know why you would go away from it. Sawyer Stockton with the ball, passes out of the double team into the front court. Sager with the ball, passes back to Olvera, now crossover dribble. Spin move, driving in, dishes out to Sager. Sager thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Passes over to Freeman, now to Gonzalez on the near side. Over to Stockton. Stockton again thought about it, now to Sager on the near side. Driving in across the paint, passes over to Olvera. Olvera crossover dribble, driving into the paint, passes out to Stockton. Stockton for three. Bang! Back-to-back three-pointers for Sawyer Stockton. And it's an 8-point lead for Laverne at 14-6. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. On the far side, Parsley Brown has the ball, being guarded by Stockton. Down to the elbow, we have a reaching foul on Caden Sager. That'll be Sager's first personal foul, third team foul. And it will be Laverne basketball inbounding on the baseline, just over 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Not the start that Coach Johnson would have hoped for. However, the quarter is ending more to her liking. And so that's going to be something that she's actually going to be able to take from the last couple minutes of this. As the defense has tightened up, the offense has loosened up, and now all of a sudden it's a little bit more manageable. Driving in now, we have a traveling violation and a turnover on the Lady Tigers. It will be Balko basketball. That's the fourth turnover of the quarter for the Lady Tigers. 5 turnovers for Balko in the opening stanza. 1:25 to go here in the quarter. Sager inbounds to Freeman. Freeman double teamed in the corner, looking to get rid of it. She can't. Bounce past Olvera on the near side, has the ball, dribbles through a triple team, passes up to Stockton, 2-on-1. Driving in, we have an offensive foul on Sawyer Stockton. She was out of control, and she ran right into the Laverne defender, so it will be a turnover for Balko. It will be their 6th turnover of the quarter. It will be Laverne basketball. Several substitutions coming into the game for Laverne. We'll get to those as time permits. Caitlin Long with the ball for the Lady Tigers, and she'll jog it slowly across the timeline on the near side. 1:08 to go in the quarter. To the near side, Whitley Cash driving in, shot off the glass is no good. Rebound off the floor, picked up by Olvera, knocked away, and we have a foul on the floor. I think that's going to be on Whitley Cash. That'll be Cash's first personal foul, 5 team fouls. It's a very physical quarter, and this is something that Coach Johnson talked about earlier today when I was able to visit with her. She said it was going to be a physical game, which is something that Balko really can't afford to do, but Laverne has enough bodies that I guess they can afford to play that way. And the ball is stolen in the backcourt. Shot is no good, but a foul, and that's 3 fouls on Aspen Freeman in the first quarter, and so she's going to be done for the half, which is not something that Balko can afford because they don't have a whole lot of height as it is. First free throw is up and good for Macy Bentley. That'll be her first point of the game. Into the game for Balko is Emily Trenum replacing Freeman. Paula Ortega and Maria Sosa subbing into the game for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw forthcoming for Macy Bentley. Second free throw is up and good. Those were about as true free throws as you'll see. And the lead's back up to 10 now, 16-6 with 55 seconds to go. Olvera dribbles through a double team, loses control of it into the front court. Ball loose on the floor. We have a tie ball. Possession arrow favors Balko, and it should be Lady Bison basketball. 51.3 seconds to go, and Balko will inbound in the front court. Emily Trenum to inbound in front of the scorer's table. She'll do so in the backcourt to Olvera. Olvera will walk it across the timeline now with 45 to go in the first quarter. A quarter that Balko will not be too sad to see go at all. Crossover dribble, ball's knocked away. Olvera loose with it on the floor. Tie ball, possession arrow favors Laverne. It'll be another turnover for Balko. And Laverne will inbound it underneath their own, on their own baseline with 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Long bringing the ball across the timeline, getting instructions from Coach Trippett. Passing around now onto the far side, Leone. Ball's pass saved out of bounds, but to no one in particular, and it will be a turnover. Balko basketball. Play getting a little sloppy here in the last couple minutes of the quarter. Trenum inbounds to Olvera. Olvera bounce pass back to Trenum. Trenum has the ball in the backcourt. She's being hounded back there. Sager with the ball. They can't break the press. Double team. Going to lose it, and the ball is stolen, but we have a foul in the backcourt on Taya Leone. That'll be her first personal foul, 6-team foul. And Rachel Creed coming into the game for the Lady Tigers, and every Lady Tiger player has played in the first quarter of this one. That's a deep team. When you can play all of your players. And we have a foul near the sideline on Rachel Creed. That'll be her first personal foul. That'll be 7-team fouls. Oh, correction, 6-team fouls. Inbound goes into the backcourt. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Olvera has the ball, gives it off to Stockton. Bounce pass back to Olvera. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Directing traffic now, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. I don't know if she sees the clock. She's driving in now. Floater from Olvera is off the back iron, no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Laverne 16, Balko 6. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a more exciting Lady Bison basketball action. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, Oklahoma. A very nice facility here where the Laverne Lady Tigers lead the Balko Lady Bison by a score of 16-6. Balko with some fairly substantial foul trouble in the early going as Aspen Freeman picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter. And so she's going to be done for quite some time, I'm afraid. Laverne very balanced in the first quarter as Caitlin Long with 6 points, Whitley Cash with 3, Mia Valle with 3, Nani Echevarria and Macy Bentley with 2 apiece. Balko has the ball to start the second quarter. They inbound to Olvera, who will walk it across the timeline. Pass over to Stockton now on the far side, holding the ball high above her head. Still has her dribble if she chooses to take it, and she will do so. Retreating a little bit now between the circles. Dribble drive passes back down now, and the pass is deflected. Trenum with the ball. She's caught, and she's fouled from behind. Foul on Maria Sosa. That'll be Sosa's second personal foul, and Balko will be at the line now to shoot 1-1, and the Lady Bison will be shooting free throws for the rest of the half. So Emily Trenum will be at the line to shoot the 1-1 for the Lady Bison. Sawyer Stockton, so far the only Lady Bison player with any points. Trenum looking to end that, as she'll take the front end of the 1-1. Shots on the way, and good. So Trenum earns the bonus and will stand at the line to take her second shot. 16-7 the score favor Laverne, as the second shot is on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers, and Laverne's going to come the other way. Caitlin Long with it, jogging across the timeline on the near side, being guarded loosely by Olvera. Pass now between the circles over to Bentley. Bentley now over, they circle around down to the wing, now down to the block. Echeverria has the ball. She shoots it over Caden Sager and scores. 4 points for Echeverria. The lead back to double figures at 18-7. Emily Trenum crossover dribble. And she's called for a travel. There was some pretty heavy contact. They didn't call the contact. They did call the travel. And so it's a turnover, and it will be Balko basketball. Maylee Wirtz into the game for Balko as Laverne brings it diagonally across the timeline toward the near side. Caitlin Long with it. Passes now between the circles over to the far side. Maria Sosa with it now down to the wing on the far side. Whitley Cash down to the block. Driving in is Nanny Echeverria. Offensive foul. So it'll be a first foul on Echeverria, 8th team foul, and it will be Balko basketball. No free throws on that one because it was an offensive foul. Wirtz inbounding to Olvera on the far side, has the ball, looking to get rid of it, does so to Wirtz on the near side. She's double teamed to the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline, met there with heavy pressure, passes over to Stockton, now down to Sager. Sager back to Stockton on the free throw line, extended on the near side, over to Sager. Sager wing, three-pointer, bang! Caden Sager, three-pointer is good. It's now 18-10, 18-10. 6:41 to go here in the quarter, in the half. Driving in now, passes over to the wing on the far side. Driving in is Bentley. Passes deflected, but caught by Sosa. Now down to the block. Turnaround jumper in the paint is good. Nice shot by Nani Echeverria. 6 points for her. It's a 10-point lead, 20-10. 6:21 to go here in the first half. Stockton with the ball in the backcourt, splitting a double team. Ball's knocked away, and we have a foul in the backcourt. Foul on Macy Bentley. That'll be Bentley's first personal foul, 9th team foul. And so Sawyer Stockton will be at the line to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Lady Tigers. Lady Bison. 6:17 to go in the half. First free throw on the way for Stockton is up and good. So Stockton with 7 points now to lead all scorers, and the bonus free throw is forthcoming. After a rather shaky start, Balko's looked much, much better here in the last few minutes as she makes them both. So Stockton goes 2 for 2 from the line. The lead's now back down to 8 at 20-12. Into the front court now. Onto the far side, Taya Leone for 3. Misses everything. Rebound by Caden Sager. She stepped out of bounds, and it will be Laverne basketball. Sager did everything right on that one, but she was a little bit too far down. Stepped out of bounds, and it will be Lady Tiger basketball. Inbounding underneath the Bison basket. Whitley Cash to do the inbounding honors. She does so on the near side to a wide open Macy Bentley. Bentley cross-court pass over to Leone. Leone now to Cash on the far side for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound hits the ground, picked up by Wirtz. Tie ball, possession arrow favors Laverne, and it will be Lady Tiger basketball. Just under 6 to play here in the first half. I was just starting to say earlier, after a rough start by the Lady Bison, they're looking much better here in the last few minutes. They've kind of gotten their feet underneath them a little bit. The nerves have been shaken off, and they're looking much, much better, much more like the team we've become accustomed to. Three-pointer from the top of the key is off the iron and no good by Macy Bentley. Out of bounds, it will be Balko basketball. Into the game for Laverne will be Caitlin Long and Parsley Brown. Laverne being very liberal with their substitutions. Like I said, every Lady Tiger player had played in the first quarter as the pass is stolen on the inbound. Driving in, nice Euro step by Caitlin Long is up and good. 8 points for Long, and the lead back to double figures at 22-12. Olvera in the backcourt double team, passes over to Stockton. Stockton met there by Long. Has the long outlet over to Wirtz. Wirtz tied up near the midcourt stripe by Ovalle, and it will be Balko basketball in the front court. 5:32 to go in the half. 22-12, your score favor Laverne. Reminder that the Balko Bison gentlemen's team will be playing shortly after the conclusion of this game. Sager inbounds to Olvera in the backcourt. Wraparound dribble by Olvera as she crosses the timeline, passing over to Wirtz at the free throw line, extended on the far side. Passes deflected out of bounds into the Laverne student section. It will be Balko basketball inbounding on the far side. 5:24 to go here in the first half. Olvera really hasn't been able to just get much going here in the first half. She's been hounded the entire half by the terrific Lady Tiger defense. Sager with the ball between the circles, hands it off to Olvera, and she'll reset the offense now, dribbling between the circle, crossover dribble, bounce pass to Stockton. Stockton backing out now, passes over to Wirtz. Wirtz utilizing the screen by Stockton, passes back now to Stockton. She handing it off to, Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Wirtz. Wirtz for three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought over, picked up by the Lady Tigers. Wanting to run the other way. Into the front court. Wide open, Taya Leone for three. It's good. Basket good for Taya Leone. She is the sixth Tiger player to score, and it's a 13-point lead, their largest lead of the game. They called an over and back violation. The ball didn't go into the backcourt, though. So I'm not sure what they called there, but it wasn't an over and back violation because the ball didn't go into the backcourt. Anyway, Laverne brings it into the front court now. Caitlin Long with the crossover dribble being guarded by Olvera. Pass to the near side, Parsley Brown over to Rachel Creed. Creed now down to the block. Turnaround jumpers off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Ball deflected in the backcourt. Stockton picks up her dribble in the backcourt. They have a traveling violation and another turnover for Balko. And Laverne's full court press has been giving the Lady Bison headaches all night long. Laverne to inbound on the far sideline. Do so into the corner. Caitlin Long with the ball, bounces down to the block. Turnaround jumpers off the front iron, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by the Lady Tigers. They're going to reset over to the elbow, now down to the block. Again, wide open shot off the glass is good by Paula Ortega. Ortega, the seventh Lady Tiger to score in the first half. And it's a 15-point lead at 27-12. Stockton in the backcourt, double team, passes out of it over to Olvera. Olvera has the ball in the paint, passes back to Stockton. Stockton for three, bang! Sawyer Stockton, the first player for either team in double figures with 11, and it's now down to a 12-point lead, 27-15, just over 3.5 to go here in the first half. Laverne slowly into the front court, has the ball. Parsley Brown on the far side, passing now down between the circles. Paolo Ortega, crossover dribble. This ball knocked away and stolen. Coming back the other way ahead of everybody is Maylee Wirtz off the glass and good. Maylee Wirtz with the fast break basket. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3:23 to go here in the first half. Laverne 27, Balko 17. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Shackelford Gym here in Laverne, Oklahoma, where the Laverne Lady Tigers lead the Balko Lady Bison by a score of 27-17. Just under 3.5 to go here in the first half. Game that's been dominated by Laverne all the way through. Into the front court is Caitlin Long driving in, dishing out now on the far side. Rachel Creed with the ball driving in, loses control. Picked up by Whitley Cash. Pass back to nobody in particular, a little bit too tall for Caitlin Long, out of bounds, and it will be Balko basketball with 3:07 to go here in the first half. Balko needs a run, and they need it now if they're going to make this game competitive. Long outlet, too long, but Olvera is able to save it near the scorer's table. Bounce pass back to Caden Sager. Sager over to Wirtz. Wirtz for three on the far side. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Sawyer Stockton, and she bounces it out of bounds to the Laverne student section. Unfortunately, they are not playing in this game, and it's a turnover. Laverne basketball, under 3 to play now in the first half. Into the front court, diagonally on toward the near side is Caitlin Long, has the ball being guarded loosely by Olvera, handing it off to Brown. Brown bounce pass to the block. Turnaround jumper over Sager is good by Whitley Cash. That's 5 points for Cash, and the lead back up to 12 at 29-17. 2.5 to go. Stockton into the front court. Passing out of the double team, Caden Sager has the ball at the elbow, passes back to Olvera had a cutting Wirtz. She wasn't able to find her. Pass back to Olvera. Olvera's shot from the elbow is no good. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers, coming back the other way, driving in around Stockton. Dishes out now to the near side. Parsley Brown, 15-foot jumper, misses everything. Rebounded by Wirtz, and it will be Balko basketball with 2:05 to go here now in the first half. Sawyer Stockton into the front court, double teamed. Ball's deflected. She picks it back up. We have a foul on Parsley Brown. That'll be Brown's first personal foul. And Balko now in the double bonus for the remainder of the half, which will be 2 minutes. All the Bison defenders getting back, so they're going to let Sawyer Stockton just shoot 2 on her own. Stockton with 11 points so far. First free throw is up, around, and in. Stockton now with 12 points to lead the Lady Bison, actually to lead all scorers. Second free throw forthcoming. Stockton takes 3 dribbles and spits the ball. Second free throw is on the way, and good. So Stockton once again goes 2 for 2 from the line. She's 4 of 4 for the game from the foul line. The lead back down to 10 at 29-19. Into the front court is Parsley Brown. Brown now down to the wing on the near side. Whitley Cash has it, crossover dribble being guarded by Sager. Spin move. Pass it back out now between the circles. Top of the key three-pointer is good by Neni Echeverria. She has 9 points to lead the Lady Tigers, and it's a 13-point lead at 32-19. A minute 35 to go in the half. Caden Sager with the ball. Dribbles through a triple team. Passes over to Stockton on the near side. Stockton bringing it across the timeline. Cross-court pass to Wirtz. Wirtz crossover dribble now backing down. Echeverria has the ball. Double teamed over there. Bounce pass to Olvera, who's cutting, driving in, and good. Basket good by Carolyn Olvera. That's her first basket of the game. Lead now down to 11, 32-21. A minute 14 to go in the half. Into the front court is Long for the Lady Tigers. Bounce pass to the elbow. And a traveling violation by Cash. She hesitated just a little bit, and I think she dragged her pivot foot on that. It wasn't much of a travel, but they did call it, and I think it was the right call. Anyway, a turnover for the Lady Tigers. It will be Balko basketball. Inbounding on the underneath their baseline to Olvera. Olvera has the ball. She loses control of it. Ball stolen, but taken into the backcourt, and it will be Balko basketball. So that was kind of a comedy of errors there, as Sager had the ball stolen, and then it was turned right back over. So Balko basketball inbounding in front of the scores table. A minute 2 to play in the half. 32-21 your score favor Laverne. Olvera eyeing Coach Johnson for the play as we're under a minute now in the first half. Olvera into the front court, dribbling in the circle, calling out the offense, being guarded by Long, utilizing the Wirtz screen, crossover dribble pass back to Wirtz. Wirtz has the ball, reverses course over to Sager. Sager thought about the jumper, opted not to take it, driving across the paint. Over to Gonzalez on the near side, now down to Stockton. Stockton has a high above her head, takes the dribble pass over to Olvera. Now 38 seconds to go in the half. Crossover dribble now to Sager. Sager again thought about the jumper, opted not to. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez for 3, bang! Caitlin Gonzalez with her first basket of the game. It's a three-pointer. It's now an 8-point lead, 32-24. And small victories for the Lady Bison. If they can win if they can win these final 2 minutes and keep it as a single-digit game going into halftime, you have to think that's going to be positive for them because they really played rather poorly in the first half of the first quarter. But they're able to stay in this game. Crossover dribble now, passing over on the near side, three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Stockton, and that's going to be the end of the first half. With the score, Laverne 32, Balko 24. Balko wins the second quarter. And so that's again a good victory for the Lady Bison. It's halftime here at Shackelford Hall where the Laverne Lady Tigers lead Balko 32-24. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the first half recap and the start of second half action from Laverne. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. This is the one that does work. That's the one I can't get to go.
You have the splitter connected, don't you? What?
I've got it here. Yeah, this is the ones that I'm using, yeah.
Check, 1, 2, check. We got a door in the last 2 games, but I'm trying to remember. We had the splitter. I'm sure we had the splitter connected to that. Gosh, I wish I remember how I went.
Surely it's not this simple.
No, that's not right. It's not how I'm plugged into itself.
Check. Yeah.
That's
Check. All right, sweet.
we have 2 headsets. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Oh, that was fast, yeah. All right. You ready to talk?
I guess.
All right, sweet. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
Take the little extras off.
There you go.
Welcome back to Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Laverne Lady Tigers by a score of 32-24. And man, they would just talk about balance. Laverne played every single player that they have on their roster in the first quarter. 7 of them scored, 9 of them committed fouls, and they just kept coming. They just kept coming in waves. And you know, generally when you see teams with large rosters, usually half of them don't play or whatever. No, every single player's coming out, every single player's contributing, and I'm joined now by my color guy, Mr. Paul Caldwell. Paul, if you're Balko, how do you deal with this? They have 12, 13 players that can all play, and they're all contributing.
Well, to me, they have everybody on the bench coming in and going at it. They just kept pounding it in, and they just can't stop it. Girls are getting tired.
Right. Well, and that was something we talked about in the pregame. Was this is going to turn into a war of attrition? Balko. Aspen Freeman got in early foul trouble. She committed the 3 fouls in the first quarter, so she's out the entire second quarter. And they just kind of pounded it in. They just put it down on the block and just said, you know what, come beat us here. But Balko won the second quarter, outscoring Laverne by 5 in the quarter. So if you're Balko, what do you take from the first half going into the second half that makes you say, you know what, we can come back and we can win this game?
Well, you got to find the people that are sitting there being hot and let them keep going at it and just keep fighting it in like Carolyn was, and just going in and finding that open lane and just get 2.
Right. Well, we're gonna kind of do our first half recap here. We'll start with Balko, and for Balko, the offense starts and ends with Sawyer Stockton, 13 points in the first half to lead all scorers. From 3, from dribble drives, she was 3 of 5 from 3-point range, 4 of 4 from the foul line, 13 points, 1 foul, and so she's playing about as good of a game as you can expect. She's single-handedly breaking this full court press that Laverne's been employing the entire game. You have Caitlin Gonzalez with the late 3-pointer, Caden Sager with 3, and you've got 2 apiece for Carolyn O'Vara, Maylee Wirtz, Emily Trenham with 1 of 2 from the foul line. For Laverne, you have Nani Echeverria coming out of nowhere to lead them with 9 points. Caitlin Long, which was expected. We were told that Caitlin Long was going to be their top player with 8. And then you have 5 for Whitley Cash, 3 for Mia Ovalle and Taya Leone, 2 for Macy Bentley and Paula Ortega. So again, the contributions just keep coming for Coach Trippett's team. And, and so for Balko, I feel like what it's going to come down to is discipline on defense, making sure that you keep executing your game plan. They finally got in the second half to where, especially the second half of the second quarter, like last 3 or 4 minutes of the half, where that press wasn't killing them so much. And so, they finally figured out how to break that. And they were doing okay. And so I'm excited to see what the Lady Bison can do in the second half. But they're going to have to do something to at least streamline the scoring for Laverne. They've got 8 players that have scored. They can't have 8 players scoring and win this game.
Yeah, like what they were doing, the Balko girls were doing in the second quarter, sitting there just breaking up that full court press, opening everything back up, got girls open, got firing off, was doing great. Let's see what they can't do it third and fourth quarters.
Right. So we're about to get underway here in the second half. In the second half, Balko will be going from left to right across your screen. Laverne will be going from right to left. It'll be Balko basketball to start the second half. So again, Balko will be going from left to right across your screen. Laverne from right to left. Balko in the road maroon uniforms with the white script Balko across the chest, white block numerals, and white trim. Laverne in their home white uniforms with gold lettering and numerals, purple trim, and they will be going from right to left across your screen. And we are now about to be underway here in the second half, and I stand corrected, it is going to be Laverne basketball to start things off here in the third quarter. So Macy Bentley to do the inbounding honors for Laverne, and we're underway here in the third quarter. Echeverria, Sosa brings it across the timeline over to Caitlin Long on the far side. Free throw line extended, being guarded by Olvera. Crossover dribble now, holds the ball high above her head at the elbow, passes back now between the circles to Whitley Cash. Cash with the ball being guarded loosely by Trenham. Back over to Long again. Long now between the circles, crossover dribble, driving in on Olvera, dishes over on the near side. Macy Bentley with the ball, passes back now between the circles over to Cash. Cash spin move, has the ball, passes over to Bentley. Bentley now on the far side, now down to the block, turnaround jumpers off the glass and good. Whitley Cash with the turnaround jumper from the block. 7 points for her, and the inbound is stolen, and the putback is no good. We have a rebound loose on the floor. Foul is on Laverne. Macy Bentley, that'll be Bentley's second personal foul. First team foul of the second half. It will be Balko basketball. So Balko getting sloppy on the inbound, but it ended up not hurting them too badly. Laverne leading Balko 34-24, 7:15 to go here in the third quarter. Olvera with the ball, bringing it across the timeline, passing over now to Stockton. Stockton with the ball between the circles, dribbling now over to Freeman. Freeman has the ball at the free throw line extended, passing back now to Olvera between the circles, and Balko's going to reset the offense. Olvera directing traffic. Calls for a screen, doesn't get it, passes over to Freeman, now down to Trenham. Trenham has the ball high above her head. Now down to Stockton on the block, pass back to Trenham. Trenham double team, passes out of it over to Olvera. Olvera crossover dribble, driving in now, passes out of the double team. Sawyer Stockton with the ball, backing Echeverria down, passes out to Freeman, who loses control but gathers over at the far sideline. Still with the dribble is Freeman, passing over now to Gonzalez. Olvera for three, bang! Three-pointer good for Carolyn Olvera. That's 5 points for the senior. It's a 7-point lead for Laverne, 34-27. 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment.
It's fine, though.
It is.
Hey, seriously? Input anytime. Okay? Because they have video. So I don't have to talk the entire time. So if you've got something, say it. I'll shut up. Okay?
Welcome back to Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, Oklahoma, where the Laverne Lady Tigers lead the Balko Lady Bison 34-27. And this is as close as Balko's been for a while, Paul. And what do you think is the key to Balko's success in the early going here in the second half?
Well, they got to break that press first, and then get it down the court, get everything open back up, just like they got Carolyn O'Vara open just a minute ago. As long as they keep that up, they're doing great.
Yes, into the front court are the Lady Tigers now. Sosa with the ball high above her head, passes down to Cash between the circles. Cross-court pass over to Bentley on the far side, now down to the elbow, pass out now to the wing. 15-foot jumper from Sosa's off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Freeman. Rebounds into traffic, passes over to Olvera. Olvera breaks the press into the front court. Stockton with the ball is deflected, but Olvera picks up at the free throw line. Sloppy possession for Balko. They're going to reset the offense as Freeman goes back now between the circles, being guarded very closely by Caitlin Long. Over to Sawyer Stockton. Stockton with the ball now back to Olvera between the circles. Coach Johnson calls for a new play, and Balko's going to reset. 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. 34-27 your score. Stockton now with the ball over to Trentham, now down to the elbow. Caitlin Gonzalez to a cutting Olvera. Basket's good and a foul. Carolyn Olvera with back-to-back baskets for the Lady Bison. Leads now down to 5 with a chance to cut it further.
Like I said, Carolyn O'Vara, once she finds them lanes, she's going in it.
Yes, and that's the third foul for Maria Sosa. Second team foul, and Olvera's at the line to shoot the and one. Chance to cut it down to 4, and it hasn't been a 4-point lead at all.
Yeah.
Because it was 3-0 and then it was 6-0. So this is the closest it's been since the first 90 seconds of the game. 34-30, and the Laverne crowd starting to get a little antsy now. Lady Tigers into the front court, now down to the free throw line. Caitlin Long with the ball, double teamed back there. She's going to bring it back out, and Laverne's going to reset the offense. Crossover dribble, handing off over to Brown. Brown driving in on Stockton, passes over, ball's off the foot, picks it back up. And we have a foul on, on Emily Trentham. That'll be Trentham's first personal foul. First team foul, but that's not a foul that you mind so much. That's a foul of effort.
Oh, yeah.
So Laverne inbounding now between the circles. Caitlin Long has it, driving in on Olvera. Spin move in the paint. Pass it back out now to Brown. Brown driving in. Thought about the floater, opted not to take. A cross-court pass instead. Now driving in. 12-foot jumper is in and out and back in for Macy Bentley. That's Bentley's second basket of the game. She has 4 points, and it's back up to a 6-point lead for Laverne. Elbow jumper for Freeman's off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Laverne. Lady Tigers are wanting to run. Ball is thrown away, so it'll be a turnover and Balko basketball. Balko's worked very hard to get this now down to a very manageable game, and the last thing they want to do is let it slip away from them now. Balko inbounds on the far sideline, deep into their backcourt as Olvera walks it across the timeline. Crossover dribble, driving in, passes over to Freeman. Freeman thought about the long jumper, opted not to take it. Over to Gonzalez, to Trentham on the near side. Trentham has the ball, kind of loses control a little bit. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Olvera. Spin move, passing back now down between the circles, over to Trentham on the far side. Trentham for 3, bang! 3-point basket for Emily Trentham. Trentham now with 4 points. It's a 3-point lead, 36-33. Laverne once led this game by as many as 15 points.
And like I said, once them girls get hot, they get hot, and it's hard to stop them.
Yes. Caitlin Long now with the ball, being guarded loosely by Olvera, passes out to the wing on the far side. Parsley Brown thought about the three-pointer, opted not to, driving in on Stockton. Wide open lane, now the shot's off the glass and good for Macy Bentley. There was no weak side help, and Bentley just laid it all the way in. It's a 5-point lead now, 38-33. Pass deflected in the backcourt, out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball. Inbounding in front of the student section for the Lady Tigers. 3:51 to go in the first half. What's turned into a very entertaining game. It was a snoozer to start, and it has become live in a hurry. Olvera with the ball now, bringing it into the front court, being guarded loosely by Caitlin Long. 11 on 11. Crossover dribble by Olvera, another crossover dribble. 5-second violation, as they're going to say that Olvera failed to advance the ball. So another turnover for Balko. And that's what Balko wants to avoid. That's what happened in the first quarter, was they started having turnovers, and then all of a sudden the lead ballooned from 6 points all the way out to 15.
Yeah, they're trying to get everything slowed back down, but it's already going too fast for them.
Right, and you know, I don't know that a fast pace is necessarily bad for Balko, as the floaters are hard off the iron, no good, rebounded by Stockton. We have a foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on Mia Ovalle. That'll be her second personal foul. I think that's 3 team fouls for Laverne here in the second half. I'll learn to talk eventually. Olvera's pass is deflected, has the ball loose on the floor. Timeout called by Balko, it's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 3:21 to go here in the third quarter. Laverne 38, Balko 33. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Shackleford Hall here in Laverne, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Laverne Lady Tigers 38-33. Laverne once led this game by a score of 32-17. Since then, Balko is on a 16-6 run to make it now a 5-point game, and Balko has the ball inbounding on the far sideline. Emily Trenham to do the inbounding honors on the far side. Has Olvera in the backcourt, and she finds her. Olvera's going to walk it diagonally across the timeline now, being guarded by Long. Pass to Trenham between the circles. Trenham holds the ball high above her head. Still looking to advance it. Can't. Does so now to Olvera on the near side. Olvera at the free throw line extended. Now driving in. Floater for Olvera. Misses everything. Rebound by the Lady Tigers. Come back the other way. Macy Bentley has the ball racing across the timeline. She goes through the defense and an offensive foul on Macy Bentley. That'll be Bentley's third personal foul. Oh no, they called the foul on Balko. Foul on Emily Trenham. That'll be Trenham's second personal foul. The official initially signaled offensive foul, and then he changed his mind. So Laverne to inbound underneath the Lady Bison basket. 2:54 to go here in the third quarter. And inbound goes to the Tigers. Caitlin Long with it at the elbow. Pass it back now between the circles, and Laverne's going to reset the offense. 2:45 here in the third quarter. Dribble drive dishes out now. Macy Bentley, 10-foot jumper in the paint off the back iron. No good. Gets her own rebound. Ball loose and saved to the Lady Tigers. Nice play there. Long three-pointer is in and out. No good. Rebound. Offensive rebound again. Ball is blocked, but a foul. So foul's going to be on Sawyer Stockton. That'll be Stockton's second personal foul, second team foul. And at the line for Laverne is going to be Taya Leone to shoot two. The sophomore taking her first of two free throws is hard off the iron and no good. Second free throw forthcoming for Laverne. Balko's been able to make up some ground at the free throw line. And second free throw for Leone is good. She has 4 points. And the lead's back up now to 6 at 39-33. So Balko really kind of needs to do another run. They've got to get another run in them here. As Wirtz brings it across the timeline and then travels, she lost her balance and couldn't quite regain. So Balko's got to settle down a little bit here before Laverne balloons this lead right back out. Into the front court now is Long for the Lady Tigers. Onto the far side, handing it off to Bentley. Bentley driving in now. Three-pointer straight away is no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Balko looking to come back the other way. Stockton dribbling out of a double team. Pass it over to Olvera. Olvera driving the length of the floor over to Sager. Sager for three. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded. Fought for by a couple of Lady Bison and stolen by the Lady Tigers. Into the front court now. Leone ahead of everybody. Shots off the iron, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Sager. Balko wanting to run the other way. Numbers back for Laverne. Olvera hesitation dribble, passes out to Sager, and Balko's going to reset the offense now. 1:48 to go. Sager circling around, passes over to Wirtz. Wirtz now between the circles, has the ball over to Olvera. Olvera getting the signal from Coach Johnson. Bounce pass to Stockton at the elbow. Backing down into the paint over to Sager. Sager thought about the pass, opted not to. Now over to Wirtz. Wirtz with the ball now. Dribbling through traffic, passes over to Sager. Sager again, 1:23 to go. Bounce pass over to the far side. Olvera with the ball. Balko being very patient on this possession. Bounce pass over to Olvera. Olvera driving in through a double team off the glass. No good. Foul on the floor. So let's say it was before the shot. Foul on Macy Bentley. That'll be Bentley's third personal foul. That's 4 team fouls for the Lady Tigers, and Balko will inbound underneath the Lady Tiger basket. 1:12 to go here in the quarter. And Caden Sager can't get it inbounds. A 5-second violation. It will be Laverne basketball. So Balko comes away with an empty possession. And at this juncture, Paul, the Lady Bison just can't afford empty possessions.
Nope, they got to keep scoring off the way that lead just don't get ahead too far.
Nice ball moving. Ball is off the front iron and no good from the block. Caitlin Long had position, and there was no one in front of her. She just missed it from point blank range. And that drives coaches nuts when they miss bunnies like that. Wirtz now for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound. Long goes out to Olvera, and Balko's going to reset. 42 seconds to go in the quarter. And Balko may just hold for the final shot here as Olvera eyes the clock. Pass over to Wirtz on the near side. Wirtz dribbling now between the circle. Crossover dribble. Passes back to Olvera on the near side. Olvera now circling around. Passes over to Stockton. Stockton thought about the really long jumper, decided better of it. Maylee Wirtz now with the ball, driving in. Finds Sager on the far side. Sager with the ball now. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Sager circling all the way around. Looking to get rid of it. Can't. Tied up, and we have a foul on the floor. Foul on Maria Ovalle, and that'll be Ovalle's third personal foul. So a little bit of foul trouble for Laverne. 3 players with 3 fouls, but they have 13 players that all play. So they can afford some foul trouble. Olvera with the ball nearly stepped over the timeline. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Olvera threw a double team, passes out of it now. Sager with the ball. She traveled. And that's her 3rd traveling violation. So 4 straight empty possessions for Balko, and it'll be Laverne basketball with 6 seconds to go in the quarter. And the Balko's defense has to hold here. Into the front court, driving in, Long with the ball. Passes back now, Long 3-pointer at the buzzer, barely draws iron. It's no good. That's the end of the 3rd quarter from Shackelford Hall, where the Laverne Lady Tigers lead the Balko Lady Bison 39-33. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, Oklahoma, where the Laverne Lady Tigers lead the Balko Lady Bison 39-33. A game in which Balko has never led. They trailed by as many as 15 points. They closed it to as few as 4 with about halfway through the 3rd quarter, and then both offenses just kind of went silent for the second half of the quarter. What do the Lady Bison have to do here in this 4th quarter to pull this off, Paul?
Well, if they keep the Tigers' defense where they're opening it up and getting some room like they usually do, they'll be good, but they got to get to where their defense is sitting there and not allowing any more points.
And Laverne does have a very active defense, as you see right there. Ball deflected, and it went out of bounds off of Sawyer Stockton. Another turnover for the Lady Bison. It will be Laverne basketball with a 6-point lead and 7:40 to go in the ball game. Bring the ball diagonally into the front court is Caitlin Long. Lady Tigers reverse course. Cash with the ball, holding it high above her head. Now down to the block. Echevarria has the ball. Barely draws iron on the turnaround jumper. Rebounded by Emily Trenham, and Balko's going to come back the other way. Olvera into the front court. Back to Sager. Sager's 3-pointer is blocked. Stolen, coming back the other way. Now 2-on-1 for Laverne. 3-on-1. And it's broken up by Caden Sager. Nice defensive effort, but still the shot from the block. And Laverne has the ball now, and they're going to reset the offense. Long outlet, cross-court pass over to Caitlin Long. A minute into the 4th quarter. Long with the crossover dribble, passing off to Sosa. Sosa thought about the three, decided better. Passing off now to Bentley. Bentley with the ball, passes back over to Sosa again. Sosa keeps thinking about that three-pointer, and she's got the range for it. She's already hit, well, she's proven that she can hit from out there. Cash reversal, spin move from the elbow. Shot is off the iron, no good. Rebound bounces, picked up by Olvera. Balko coming back the other way. And Balko needs to take advantage of Laverne's cold stretch that's going on right now. Balko hasn't scored in 6 minutes. Laverne hasn't scored in 5. So whichever team gets hot right now is going to be the one that wins this game.
Yeah.
Stockton with the ball, driving in through a triple team off the glass, no good, but she's fouled on the shot. Foul's going to be on Macy Bentley. That'll be Bentley's 4th personal foul. 16 fouls. So Sawyer Stockton will be at the line to shoot 2. Stockton did not score in the 3rd quarter for the Lady Bison. First free throw is on the way, off the front of the iron and no good. Subbing into the game for Laverne is Taya Leone, replacing Bentley. Stockton's second free throw is up and good. 14 points for Stockton, 5 of 6 from the line. It's a 5-point game now, 6:17 to go here in the 4th quarter. Into the front court are the Lady Tigers. Long driving in, dishes out now. Thought about the three-pointer, did Cash. Cash driving in, 10-foot jumper, no good. And we have a foul on the floor. Loose ball foul called on Whitley Cash. That'll be Cash's 2nd personal foul. 17 fouls, and so Balko will be at the free throw line shooting 1 and 1. Caden Sager will be shooting the 1 and 1 for the Lady Bison. Sager with 3 points. And the senior looking to make this as close as it's been since the first few seconds of this game. Sager's first free throw is up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers. So unable to make the front end of the 1 and 1, and it's coming back the other way now. 39-34, the score favor Laverne. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Cash thought about the long jumper, opted not to take it, passes out instead. Caitlin Long now with it between the circles. She's going to direct traffic and reset the offense. Long being guarded by Olvera, spin move by the elbow. Passes out onto the free throw line extended. Sosa has it. Good defensive pressure by the Lady Bison. 2-3 zone being employed by Balko. Crossover dribble for Leone. Now over to Cash. Cash driving in. Shot off the glass and no good. Rebound being fought for. Picked up by Freeman. And there's a foul on the floor. Foul on Nani Echeverria. For Echeverria, that'll be her 2nd personal foul. And Aspen Freeman at the line to shoot 1 and 1 for the Lady Bison. Freeman yet to score in this game as she's been saddled with foul trouble for most of it. Front end is on the way and good. So Freeman with her first point now. And the sophomore awaits the bonus now. Second free throw is up. In and out, no good. And a foul on the rebound. Loose ball foul on Emily Trenum. For Trenum, that'll be her 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul, and it will be Laverne basketball inbounding on the Balko baseline. 5.5 to go in the ball game. A 4-point lead for Laverne. A game that the Lady Tigers have led by as many as 15. Now down to the block. Long has the ball. Spin move. Being guarded by Freeman. Shot is up. No good, but she's fouled. And I think the foul is going to be on Aspen Freeman. Yes, that'll be Freeman's 4th personal foul. So Freeman's got to be careful now. And Caitlin Long will be at the line for Laverne to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Nine points for the junior, and she awaits her 2nd free throw. Second free throw is up and also good. And Long, the first player for the Lady Tigers in double figures with 10 points. It's a 6-point lead for Laverne, 41-35, 5:12 to go here in the ball game. Olvera brings the ball into the front court, being guarded by Cash. Pass back to Freeman. Freeman has the ball. Dribbles through a double team over to Olvera. Olvera has the ball, spin move now in the paint, passes it back to Freeman. Freeman for three, off the back iron, no good. Being chased on the far side by Stockton. Offensive rebound. Balko looking to reset. Stockton passes now to Olvera between the circles, and Olvera is going to reset the offense now. Over to Sager to Freeman now on the near side. Freeman circling around now, passes to Stockton. Stockton crossover dribble, handing it off to Olvera. Man defense being employed by Lady Tigers. Three-pointers off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers. Coming back the other way. Coach Trippitt calling the offense from the side for Laverne as we approach the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter. Leone with the ball on the near side at the free throw line extended. Pass now between the circles over to the far side. Maria Sosa with the ball now back to Long between the circles. Long utilizing the Echeverria screen. Cash now with it, holding it high above her head, passing back to Leone. Leone with the ball now on the far side, and Laverne going to run some clock now. Driving in is Sosa, circling back out, and we're past the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter. On the far side is Whitley Cash, holding the ball high above her head, being guarded loosely by Sager. Backing Sager back down, shot is in and out, no good from the block. Nice move by Cash, just unable to convert, and Balko now into the front court, and they've got to make their move right now. It's a 6-point lead, driving in. Shot is deflected out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball with 3:34 to go in the ball game. Balko's next game will be on Thursday at 10 a.m. as they take on Moreland at the Oil Center Classic in Woodward. And we will have that game right here live on the Balko Bison Sports Network. Inbound goes to Freeman. She's fouled on the shot. Foul's going to be on Maria Sosa. That'll be Sosa's fourth personal foul. 9 team fouls. Fouls on the shot, so Aspen Freeman will be at the line to shoot 2. Freeman looking to knock it back down to a 4-point lead with 3.5 to go here in the ball game. First free throw from the sophomore is on the way and good. Parsley Brown into the game for Laverne. Coach Johnson giving instruction to her guards. Second free throw is up and also good. Freeman makes them both. She's 3 of 4 from the line, has 3 points on the game, and it's a 4-point lead for Laverne, 41-37, 3.5 to go in the game. The crowd for both sides starting to get into it a little bit more. Into the front court now for the Lady Tigers. Tia Leone has the ball on the near side, being guarded very loosely by Trenham. Now down to the elbow on the near side, pass it back over to Parsley Brown, and Laverne's going to run some more clock. Holding the ball high above her head, looking to get rid of it. Still has her dribble, takes it, utilizes the Echeverria screen. The 10-foot jumper is around the rim, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Sager. Sager with the ball, and she's going to bring it up herself. 3:15 to go in the ball game. Cross the timeline now, passing over to Olvera. Olvera with the ball, being guarded by Long. Olvera and Long have been doing battle this entire game. Stockton now with the ball over to Trenham on the far side of the free throw line extended. Stockton with the ball now between the circles, down to Freeman on the paint. Shot is off the glass, no good. Rebound is loose, picked up by the Lady Tigers, coming back the other way. And they're going to go slow. Bringing it across the timeline now is Whitley Cash. Stopping between the circles, passing over to Brown on the near side. 41-37 the score, favor Laverne. 2:38 to go in the ball game. Echeverria with the ball, passing over to Long. Long now back to Leone between the circles. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Free throw line extended, bounce pass is knocked away and stolen. Sager has it. Coming back the other way is Balko. Pass into the front court. Trenham crossover dribble, loses control out of bounds off of her foot, and it will be Laverne basketball. 2:18 to go in the ball game. Coming into the game for Laverne is Macy Bentley, replacing Leone. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. 2:18 to go here in the ball game. Laverne 41, Balko 37. Balko Lady Bison basketball continues in just a moment. Welcome back to Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Laverne Lady Tigers by a score of 41-37. Balko trailed by as many as 15 points in this game. They've closed it down to 4 on a couple of occasions. They can't seem to get any closer than that, though. There's 2:18 remaining in the ball game. It will be Laverne basketball, and the Lady Bison employing a full court press for the first time in this game. Long with the ball, has a long outlet into the front court now. Whitley Cash with the ball, passing back now between the circles. Caitlin Long holds it high above her head, being guarded loosely by Olvera. Crossover dribble. Under 2 now to play in the ball game. Spin move, driving in. The shot is off the glass, no good. But we have a foul on the shot. Foul on Caden Sager. That'll be Sager's second personal foul. 16 foul. So Caitlin Long will be at the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Tigers, and Laverne will be shooting free throws for the rest of the game. Free throw is up and good. One more in line for the junior, as long as 3 for 3 from the line. Second free throw is up and good. I'll tell you, Long barely even moves the net when she shoots those free throws. It's just a pure shot.
That's just so delicate. It looks pretty.
Yeah, just a pure shot. Lead back up to 6 now for Laverne as we're under 2 to go in the ball game. And Balko needs an answer, and they need it right now. Freeman with the ball, being guarded very closely by Echeverria, driving in. Shots off the glass, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. And the foul is going to be on Aspen Freeman, and Aspen Freeman's going to foul out of this ball game. So that'll be Freeman's 5th personal foul. So Freeman fouls out with 3 points in the game. She got in foul trouble early and just could never recover. At the line for Laverne will be Nani Echeverria to shoot the 1-and-1. Echeverria with 9 points. Front end is on the way and good. Echeverria, the second Tiger player in double figures, now with 10. And the bonus free throw will be forthcoming. Lead back up to 7 with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Second free throw is up and good. So Echeverria converts both. It's an 8-point lead. And Balko now moving with some pace as they bring it into the front court. Olvera with the crossover dribble now into the front court. Has the ball on the block, shots off the glass, no good. Rebounded, stolen away by Olvera, and Balko's going to reset the offense. Stockton thought about the 3, opted not to because the good defense. Shot off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, going to circle back out. Olvera driving in now, a minute 15 to go. Shot off the glass and good. Carolyn Olvera, basket good. 9 points for the senior. It's a 6-point lead. Timeout on the floor, full timeout. We'll take it with them, a minute 12 to go in the ball game. Laverne 45, Balko 39. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Shackelford Hall here in Laverne, where the Balko Lady Bison trail Laverne by a score of 45-39. It's been a valiant comeback effort by the Lady Bison, Paul. It just seems like they're not going to quite have enough in the tank to get it done.
Well, as long as they can get this 5 seconds, I think they'll have enough energy, maybe get some more points up.
Right, I agree. They've got to force a turnover, and that's something that they did well in the first half and not so much in the second half. Looking to bring the ball into the front court now, and they do so. Bounce pass over to Long. Long with the ball now, passing back between the circles. Under a minute to play. Whitley Cash has the ball. And Laverne quite content to let the clock run at this point. We have a foul by Carolyn Olvera. Not a bad foul. It's a 1-on-1, put Laverne at the free throw line. Although it is Caitlin Long, and she doesn't miss.
No.
But But, you've got to at least give yourself a chance. And if that's the way to do it, so the first free throw is on the way. Off the front iron, no good. There you go. The announcer jinx works in our behalf this time. Into the front court, Stockton crossover dribble, knocked away. Ball's loose on the floor. Tie ball, possession arrow favors Laverne. So Balko had it with a chance to cut it to a one-possession lead, and they just weren't able to convert. Laverne inbounding in front of the Lady Bison bench. They do so in the backcourt. Long has the ball, double team back there. Long outlet, goes into the front court. Pass over now to Macy Bentley. Bentley circles it back now to Brown. Brown cross-court pass, and we have a foul on Whitley Cash. Foul's going to be on Sawyer Stockton. That'll be Stockton's third personal foul. 1-1 on the way for Whitley Cash. Free throw is around the rim and good. And that'll make it a three-possession game for the Lady Tigers with another free throw forthcoming. Second free throw is off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Trenum. Trenum brings it into the front court quickly. Olvera with the ball, dribbles into a double teams, goes around it, spin move, off the glass and good. Carolyn Olvera now with 11 points, timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and leave it here this time. 25.5 seconds left to go in the game. 46-41 the score favor Laverne. Balko's really got to kind of get a steal on this inbounds right here and score very quickly. They can't afford to allow Laverne to run any time off the clock.
Nope, if they get that ball, they're just going to run that time down.
Right, they've got to. Even if they inbound, even if they get it in the backcourt, and even if they commit a backcourt violation, that still leaves only 15 seconds, and Balko's got to score twice. And scoring on back-to-back possessions has been difficult for them in this game. Laverne's defense has just been terrific in this game. It really has.
It really has.
It will be Laverne basketball inbounding on the baseline with 25.5 seconds to go in the ball game. 46-41 the score, favor the Lady Tigers. Macy Bentley to do the inbounding honors, does so. She has the ball underneath her own basket. Having a little bit of trouble with the press here. Ball's knocked away in the backcourt and stolen. Coming into the front court now, Trenum has the ball. Driving in, and an offensive foul called on Emily Trenum. So that's going to be 4 fouls on Trenum. And I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that. Trenum came in with the elbow high and got her above. I think that if she had just run into her, I think it's a foul the other way. 10 seconds now to go in the game. Into the front court now, Long has it, and they're just going to run clock, and that's going to be the ball game. The final score: Laverne 46, Balko 41. Balko paced by Sawyer Stockton, who had 14 points, 11 for Carolyn Olvera. For the Lady Tigers, Caitlin Long with 12 and Nani Echeverria with 11. What looked like it was going to be a snoozer of a game in the early going turned out to be very competitive toward the end.
It really was. Balko was giving them a good run.
Yeah, Balko won the second half, and there's no such thing as moral victories. They say that, but it's the kind of performance that if you're Balko, you go away from this. Okay, Laverne's a bigger school; they're a larger classification. You played them within 5 points. This is going to give you some confidence, especially knowing that you won everything after the first quarter.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're actually going to go close out of this broadcast, go into the other broadcast. So we're going to, if you'll log out of BalkoBison.tv and come back in about 2 minutes, we'll have the gentlemen's broadcast. Balko Bison basketball will be on in just a moment.